What's the first poem you wrote?
The first poem I remember writing was for a school competition. I'd seen a bear being treated very badly on a documentary. And there was a competition at school that I think was for kids that were not going on the school trip. It was one of those like fun activities. And I ended up writing a poem about this poor bear. It got lost to history, the poem, but I do remember that it had the title Unbearable, which I think was genius. But it didn't win me the competition, but I had so much fun writing that I kept writing.
And where do your ideas come from?
I get my ideas from all sorts of places. I always carry a notebook with me because you never know when good ideas are going to hit. I think everyone has good ideas. What we're not all good at is recording those ideas. So I think it's really important for any wannabe writers out there to get into the habit of recording those ideas when they arise. That means keeping a notebook by your bed at night, taking it with you on the bus on the way to school. If you're going out to the shops, visiting with friends, even if it's a couple of sheets of paper and a pencil in your back pocket, just having the means to be able to record those ideas when they hit.
What exactly is performance poetry?
Can I define performance poetry? Performance poetry is taking a poem and putting it up on its feet. So creating a performance on a stage, whatever that stage may be, for an audience to enjoy.
Excuse me. Standing on one leg, I'm half caste. Explain yourself. What you mean when you
it often involves using the voice, using the different qualities of your voice. So it might mean going high, it might mean going low, it might mean putting on a different accent, using different types of voices to convey a meaning. It might mean using costume or props. It might mean using gesture. All of those things encompass the tools we can use in performance poetry.
And generally, do you write more poems or stories?
Gosh, I guess when I was starting out, I was writing more poems. Now I do a bit of both. I write across the board for all ages, and I write poems for all ages, but I also write stories for all ages. So I write short stories and novels. So a bit of both now.
Do you think that we should get children to memorise poems?
I think getting children to memorise poems is one of the many things you can do with poetry. It's can be really enjoyable. I've been involved with the poetry by heart events where young people are memorising poems. I think it can be a wonderful thing to do. But like everything, I don't think there's one thing that should be done to the exclusion of all else. I think it's one tool that we can use. If a young person is taken by a poem and they want to learn it, brilliant. In the same way that often people want to learn their favourite songs, I think that's wonderful.